Debbie Fleshman. I'm a nurse practitioner at Alliance Express Urgent Care in Covington. We are currently available to test anybody with symptoms of fever, fatigue, cough, shortness of breath, sore throat, or any symptoms that are concerning for COVID-19, flu, or strep.
And first thing on the old business is a discussion on the water leak on the Tannery Road. We've talked about this at the work session. Here's what you're dealing with over there in the old line.
I looked at it.
I'm showing Jerry.
Yeah. Oh, who was that?
Since this is a galvanized line, when you dig it up, you have to replace the whole line. And the problem with that is it's about 450 yards of line that has to be replaced. We initially were going to consider putting 2 fire hydrants in that line, but the health department will not allow us to put fire hydrants on any line smaller than 6 inches. Has to be a 6-inch or bigger line to sustain a fire hydrant. So we had to scrap that plan. But what we do need is to have what we call a blow-off valve on that line, because it's going to be a dead-end line, just like up here at Roger and Barbara Balzer's. So we have to have a way to bleed that line, bleed the air out of that line, and get any excess silt or anything that would run down there out of it. So I believe you had in your seats when you arrived tonight 2 estimates for materials. The first one that's on top is from Core & Main. And that's who we usually deal with and who we usually buy our products from. And the $10,980 in materials on the bottom was to increase the line from 4 inches to 6 inches and add 2 hydrants. It's cost prohibitive for us to do that at this point. That brought it back down to $6,118.76. And when you add the pop-off and blow-off valve on the back, that's another $1,203 for a total of $7,322.70 in materials. And then the second estimate is from CMC Supply. And this is an estimate adding 2 hydrants to a 4-inch line. And their estimate was $11,947.90 in materials. Obviously, I think the council's going to need to consider going with the lesser of the 2 proposals. The other thing that you're going to need to add on to that, this is materials only, so you're going to need to add labor on that. And I've had a couple of very good conversations with our public works crew, and they believe that they can handle this water line installation on their own without an outside contractor. Now, a couple of possibilities with them taking that on. They may get involved with it, and they may wind up having to go rent a larger excavator than what we have on our equipment. It's still going to be less expensive than hiring a contractor. And also, once they get into it, they may need to take on a helper to help with the heavy work. But they want to get started on it. They want to take a look at it and see it, make sure that what they can do with our current equipment. So I guess under new business tonight, we're going to need to ask for a vote on this to make the expenditure. Wendy, are you comfortable making that expenditure right now?
Yes.
Okay. And it looks like I should have amended the agenda. Jared, is it too late to amend the agenda to add that under new business, or
You're fine as long as everyone agrees.
everybody agree with that?
Yes. Yes.
Everybody, should I do a roll call vote on that, or?
You can do just a voice vote.
Everybody in favor of adding it, say aye.
Aye.
Okay, any opposed? Thank you. Thank you, Jared. So that's kind of where we are on the water leak. I'll entertain any questions or comments, concerns about that.
I only got one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I only had that one copy up there, the CMC up there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So,
That's okay.
that's my fault, I'm sorry. I should've said
Didn't know that, I'm sorry, so.
I was like, okay, I'm missing it, but
All right, the other thing, you'll see an ad in the paper and on the Allegheny Journal, an ad for a vacancy on the Board of Zoning Appeals, and that is as I said earlier, the vacancy left by Terry's passing. Anybody that you know that might be interested in that, please steer them toward Wendy, and we'll get them signed up and sworn in and once y'all approve them. We really need to have somebody on there. We should fill that vacancy within about 45 days of it becoming open. So we're actually coming down close to the end of that time. So try to encourage somebody that you know to step up and do that. We talked about the website a little bit at the work session, and that some of the information was not up to date on the website, and it had been brought to our attention by Ms. Simpson's attorneys, and their biggest complaint was that the FOIA officer was not readily identified with contact information on the website. And then the other complaint, I think, was that the council members and mayor were not listed on the website, and my contact information was not listed on the website. Wendy tried to update it. I tried to update it, which we're both supposed to be administrators and able to do. We could not gain access to the website to do that. She finally reached out to the gentleman, Mr. Morris, John Morris, who set the website up for us 4 years ago, Wendy, was it?
Somewhere along in there.
And he's a friend of Joey Crawford's. But basically, after it was set up, there's been no maintenance performed on the website. And he found it to have been hacked by something called a bot, B-O-T, whatever that is. And that was blocking our ability to update the website. He got all that fixed, got that cleaned up, got our access restored, and Wendy has since updated that website and put our information on there. You may have to update that to put Ms. Pryor's name on there. Did you already have that?
No, I did not.
Get her on there.
Oh, is it on there?
Okay. So, did you do it, or
Huh?
did you put your name on there?
Oh, I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, the thing that he suggested was that we should probably have some type of a monthly maintenance on the website. He's offering a 2-hour per month maintenance fee. He'll post all the updates, agendas for the meetings, public events, whatever we would like to have posted on the website, and for up to 2 hours of his time for $125 per month. Now, Ms. Pryor had somebody that she knew that she was going to reach out to, but I think that their plate is too full to take anything else on at this time. Now, we need to keep an eye on this website. I don't know, Wendy, if it's something you're willing to take on and do. You're already doing a lot of stuff. But $125 a month is a whole lot cheaper than an FCC fine, or I should say SCC fine, for not having our appropriate information on the website. How big of a threat is that, Jared, really? So, anyway, the question is, you know, and that's not something you need to decide tonight, but think about it and decide, you know, if you think that's a reasonable amount of money to spend to have the protection of having somebody monitoring the website for us. Wendy, anything you want to add to that?
No, sir.
And then the last thing under old business is a discussion on the stray cat situation. We're working on that. We have, Kiwanis has agreed to take the responsibility for feeding them and overseeing that program. And we just need to start trying to round some of them up and get them down to her. Right, Kiwanis?
Yes, sir.
And actually, I skipped over one thing before I go into new business. Is there any other old business that needs to be discussed before we move on?